Say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say.
You hear the lines from that song. I don't even know if I have to read the first line here, but breaking up is hard to do, right? So as most of us know that really from firsthand experience.
Yeah, and what's even harder sometimes is figuring out a way to remain friends, or should you find out a way to remain friends?
And that's the question we're asking the Love Doctor. She's in this morning to talk about whether you should continue to be friends with your ex. What an interesting topic. I think you got a lot of people's ears perked up.
Yes, it's a very common question that I get a lot. Some people can't even think of being friends with an ex, and other people can't really break it off completely. Well, so it's a very difficult question.
And it's not one answer fits all, because I mean, if I have a high school boyfriend, even my college boyfriend, now, you know, 15 years later or whatever, I mean, we can be friends, certainly, right?
Well, I think every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. In order to determine whether or not you should remain friends, even 15 years down the road, you need to ask yourself 4 questions, and the answers to those questions can really help you decide whether or not you should remain friends. The first question I think you want to ask yourself is, are you able to process your feelings? So right after the breakup, things are going to be sad. You can't spend every moment still together, and you need to do what we call uncoupling. You need to go from a we, 2 people, to an I. And if you're not able to do that, you should not remain friends with your ex at that moment.
So stop watching movies, just the 2 of you on the couch with popcorn together. Right,
Well,
exactly. Cut that out. It's decoupling
you have
time.
broken up.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I guess the question that a lot of people have is, for instance, if someone has moved on in their relationship and now is with someone else, and then the ex is calling quite a bit and saying, hey, I just want to be friends, that person's not with someone. A little more threatening, right?
A lot more threatening, I would say. Absolutely. And I think that is the second question that you want to ask yourself. If you get into a new relationship, or if you're in a new relationship, is that ex and the friendship with that ex interfering with the relationship? Is your partner threatened? Is it difficult? Is he or she feeling jealous? And if that's the case, then you should not maintain a relationship or a friendship with your ex-partner.
All right, so some of it depends on your spouse's or your mate's feelings.
Exactly. And
even if you say,
look,
we're just friends, and if it's causing turmoil within your relationship, you say no.
Right.
So you also say, do you need to define the kind of friendship?
Absolutely. I think the third question, Tina, you need to ask is, what kind of friendship do you really want with this ex-partner?
Well, I think there's only one kind.
Well, and a lot of people, though, don't think that. And so they want a different kind. If you want the deep friendship, and if you want the really close friendship, then there's probably going to be confusion down the road. It's probably not good for you or healthy. So what you want is an acquaintance. If you're going to maintain an ex-friendship, have an acquaintance or be friendly. And finally, you want to ask yourself about the nature of the relationship with that person. If you have children together, if you have a business together, you probably are going to want to be friendly with that person. And so you want to do it for the benefit of the children or the business. And so the nature of the past or previous relationship also determines whether or not you can have a friendship.
How important would you say is it to talk and be really, really communicative about the kind of relationship or friendship that you're establishing with this ex?
I think it's extremely important. You need to set clear expectations and boundaries right away after you break up. That way both people are on the same page, and one person isn't hoping for something that's not going to occur.
Let me ask you this, bottom line, is there any benefit, except in relationships where you have kids together, you have to get along? If there are no kids, is there any benefit to being friends with an ex?
Well, I think in general, I argue that you should not remain friends with an ex. But sometimes it's just very difficult for people to just break it off completely. They were attracted to something in this person at the beginning, and that hasn't gone away. So they want that friendship, they want whatever they were attracted to at the beginning. But in general, I would say no.
Time to decouple and de-attract yourself from those people.
Detract.
Detract.
Move on.
Immediately.
For more of the Love Doctor's advice, listen to our talk radio program on the Voice America Network at voiceamerica.com.
And you can also get a link, by the way, to that website by logging on to our website. That is myfoxdetroit.com. I'll be right back.
We'll be back.